Right, here we are, lads, back on the battlefields, Battle for Middle-earth 2, and here we are in a 3 versus 3 slobber knocker on Uden, which has been made from a 4-player into a 6-player. So the teams go, myself here, Jimbo, we went random, so I was lucky enough to get men, and then we have Lewis as Isengard, and Vaz as elves. New players don't have to go random. And up here, um, we have Ed, King Brain, and he drew the short straw at being Mordor. And then over here, we have Carlo as men, so I don't think he's going to complain too much with that faction. And then here we've got Ryan as Isengard, and I didn't think Ryan was doing too bad as Isengard. Actually, I think it's a relatively easy faction to try and be. I think they're quite similar to men, but still, when you're a new faction and you're on this game, it is fucking difficult to be able to try and compete. But hi ho, let's see what the hell is going on. Okay, so Lewis already making his incision here right to the middle to get this old signal fire right here. Let's see what's Vaz doing. So Vaz is playing well now. He's not building 15 barracks and like a couple of Entmoots and not having any money. He is now going straight for getting these trees. Get as many trees as you possibly can and get those archers out. That's right. Haldir, that's right. Put him on bow mode. That's what you got. And then when he gets to level 4, he gives you plus 50% damage, and that's what you really need. So, good to have these archers here sort of in a line, and then just make sure you get some of these pikeys as well, and then just pop them in front, and then you should be alright. Okay, so what's Lewis doing? Lewis is going... He's going heavy on the berserkers. He's going heavy on the berserkers. Right, now there's a bit of a tete-a-tete between the Lurtzes. Oh, he's pinging him, but Boromir, he needs to be careful because he's got the blowback thing. He might fall on his ass. Right, so Ed's over here. He's got the right kind of troops. He's got the right troops. He's got archers and pikeys. Not as good as the elven archers and pikeys, mind you, but he's got the right troops out. Okay, so a combined Carl and Ryan assault on the middle has seized the high ground. Now, I think they missed a trick here because I think they should have really solidified this position in the middle and then just from here then gone in. But instead I remember saying to Lewis that I think they might actually start doing that. They might try and go here in the middle and then go for either Lewis or Vaz. But Vaz is on his way in to assist, and then I thought, well, I might as well just go on an assault up here, because at least then it actually puts them under some sort of pressure, so that Ryan can't just send all of his troops back whenever he wants. He's got to be careful here, Carl. He's got to be careful. He's got his Lurtz, but Ryan really does need that Lurtz back at the base, and it's all kicking off here. Right, so he's still only level 1, so he's not going to do much. But I just wanted to get rid of these barracks. I don't care if all of this force got annihilated. I just wanted to make sure I stopped Ryan's production. And he's already gone for the ballista, the Billy Ballistas. He's going over here. He's doing alright. He's getting those lumber mills out. Ryan is no longer starting off with 2 lumber mills. Those days are gone. Right, now I think this was enough for me to basically stop Carl and Ryan from being able to go straight into the middle. I'm probably going to lose. I think I lose my bosser here. It's not too bad. They have got the plus 50%, but it was worth it though because it stopped them from penetrating through the middle here. And Baz has taken up a pretty good defensive position, and he's got his troops coming out now as well. So here we go. Ryan has got a good enough force here. I think Ed needs to be... I don't know what the fuck was going on over Discord with them lot. Ed is quite happy. If he's building all of these, he should be helping. Ed should be putting pressure on Vaz. And Vaz is getting a bit leery now. He's getting a bit woo, getting a little bit way. He's now building a Rigian Forge. So if he can afford that, that means the person above him is clearly taking a nap. So there we go. Ed with the pretty forces. Vaz playing well, protecting Lewis. I don't know where the hell Lewis's forces are. I think he did attempt to go with some berserkers, but I don't know what's happened to the berserkers. I don't know. I don't know. Right, he's going cav. He's going cav. I've got my forces back out again. And Bozza is back. Bozza is back. Now. Oh, Lewis. Oh, no, not Lewis. Sorry, Ed. Ed is playing way too defensive here. Ed, this is not the time to experiment with, oh, I think I'm going to have a cave troll. You know, you got to just you got to put pressure. Throw orc labourers at him if you have to. Vaz basically knows that he doesn't have to worry about what's coming up north at the moment. And there's a little bit of a stalemate at the moment. It's getting a little bit quiet. A little bit quiet. Carl's venturing back and forth, but I know Carl, he wants his cav. He wants cav out. So he wants to trample fools. Because this is actually quite a big map. And I think it is actually quite worthwhile to have some cav and just start knocking off farms and things like that. Because eventually you do chop them. You do chop them quite nicely. Right, so I got my force back. I think Ryan missed a bit of a trick by not counter-attacking the moment that that I'd gone in. But I did have some troops already. But it would have put me on the back foot. Right, now I see berserkers slowly being acquired. I think, oh right, okay, Lewis, fair enough. But which one to go after? Which faction to go after? This is the thing, you cannot use berserkers if you do not have the Palantir and you don't know where to use them. So, I don't know where he's going. So Vaz is coming in here. And I am moving in. Right, now I see berserkers. Now the pieces are moving. Okay, so Vaz is getting stuck in a little bit here. They haven't taken the bait. They haven't taken the bait. But I'm moving in now. Vaz is moving in too. There's a double team action going on here. And despite Ryan has the right units, this is without a doubt. But he's going to get slowly sausaged. And Carl sees the danger and he's coming in. He's thinking, hang on, hang tight, I'm coming in. And already Ryan's forces have been fucking annihilated. They've really met their maker soon. And Carl's already thinking, fuck that for a laugh. I'm getting the fuck out of here. So already, I guess that's kind of the benefit there, I think. Is that it was too quick and easy, I think. Right, the Berserkers have made their move over here to the east side. And Lewis is putting on some pressure here, and now Lewis is being screamed at down Discord. I can sense it. Carl and Ryan are probably, Jesus Ed, when are you gonna fucking do something, will ya? And then he's thinking, oh, fine, I guess so. I know what Ed's like in a team play. Oh, whatever, why haven't you guys won it? Oh, whatever. Okay, so Lewis is over here. This is a distracting movement play over here. But Carl has got the right troops. Vaz is retreating over here. He needs to go back to his base, but there's a good enough force. Now, the Berserkers are over here. Now, Lewis, this is, you take out the Berserkers first. Don't go for the fortress. Don't go for the fortress. Take out these guys first, because they're doing a lot of damage on all of these guys. Because the Berserkers would definitely take these pikeys to the cleaners. Right. Fortress gone on Ryan. Carl is over assisting, but it might be too late. Ed assisting over here. He's lost his cave troll. He's got his pikeys here. And Lewis is over here helping Vaz. This is great fucking team play. This is the way to do it. And it's a shit show for Ed's troops right here. He didn't have no hero. He had no siege. He had no plan. He had nothing really. I mean, nothing. It's a long list of nothing. So now Lewis is now transferring over to getting pikeys. And it's going to be difficult for him to be able to get that stuff back in time. So, here we go. He's got his mountain trolls. Carl has been able to, well, I would say sort of assist. I don't think Carl's been able to fully assist over here. I think the damage has been done on Ryan. Ryan is having to build somewhere around here. That's nice play from Carl, putting this thing out of danger. He wants to make sure he's got that cash. Alright, Johnny Cash over here. And Ryan's out the game. He didn't even manage to get a barracks over into Carl's base, and it's all falling into shit. It's a waterfall of diarrhea coming in, and Ryan's out the game within 10 minutes. And now Carl is throwing one last throw of the dice to come in on my base over here, but it's more than well defended. And he's going to be in a world of hurt if he keeps going over here. Now we're going to stretch him something fierce. Some nice trample damage there, but they're still alive. And Ed, desperate, reeks of desperation, throwing in these forces, desperate with the old war chant as well. And against these guys, I'd like to see some pikeys in front, because if there was some cavalry over here, Vaz, you'd be trampled to shit. And Ed is going after the wrong building. I think these should have been separated over here, Ed, and gone around here. And then shot straight in here and gone after the fortress. Have the battle over here, but have the cave trolls lurking somewhere else. That's the old adage. And Carl comes in with some decent trample damage. There's some pikeys here, but it might not be enough. But these fuckers are still they're still standing up. They're still standing up. I don't think they did any damage whatsoever. These Mirkwoods are hard bastards. They are like mustard. They are staying up. And Carl is thinking to himself, he has to go after somebody. He has to get someone out. But there's no mug here, I assure you. I am more than ready for anything. I think it would have been best served if he had actually gone after Lewis. But I don't think he's got the money to be able to get the ivory tower, so he can't see. But to be fair, I think everyone's quite close to each other on this map. So even if he did go after Lewis, I'd probably be able to help. Although, to be fair, that didn't actually help Ryan, because Carl actually saw what was going on. And then I think Carl, yeah, should have annihilated my force there. I think Ryan was sausaged by all three sides. And here's Lewis going after Ed's bloody fortress. And Ed just thinking already, it's my nap time, I'm going to bed. And he's probably not even by his computer, so he's getting himself a nice warm mug of hot cocoa already, and he doesn't even know what's going on. So here we go, a joint Vaz and Lewis penetration going in here, and there's way too much bloody archers here. This is an absolute shit show, and here comes in the old Horn of Gondor. And this is an absolute nightmare. I think this is the tainted terrain from Carl, and Carl is desperate. He's desperate. He's lost Bozza. He's losing all his troops, but he's got a fucking shitload of rangers over here. Some of them aren't even doing anything. And that just goes to show just what all of these rangers can do. I think he's got 4 platoons of rangers over here, and they were able to take out most of these archers over here. So that just goes to show how strong rangers really are. But it means fuck all, because now Carl is under assault. And it is not good. Got 3 trebs, upgraded my rangers, and I'm doing alright. Life is well for me. I'm trying to put Carl out, because Carl has been able to counter this force here. And Vaz's and Lewis's combined effort has fizzled out a little bit. Ed has been able to retake a bit of it. He's been able to get some troops back. He's been able to get these guys. And Ed, to be fair to him, has put down the cup of cocoa and decided to get back in this game. And he has made some decent inroads here to be able to get these pikeys out. Probably need some more archers in there, Ed, and maybe some corsairs to set fire to everything. And here Carl goes, trampling my rangers. But he's out. It's too quick. It is too quick. And Ed already knows the writings on the wall, and now he is definitely picking back up his hot mug of cocoa, and he's just thinking, I'm not bothering anymore. Where was everybody else? Ed is asking his teammates this. Where was everyone else in this game? And that is like it. So within 15 minutes, Vaz, myself, and Lewis put them to the sword. Catch you in round 2, boys.